What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dungeon Coach Plays. This is my second channel. It's just gonna be like this. It's not gonna be edited. It's all gonna be one take. We'll see how that goes and what comes out or whatever. I don't know. My main channel has all the fancy bells and whistles and but I still wanted to do. I just want to do more, and there's so much that I want to do. And a big, huge thing I want to do is do live plays. I want to do live play breakdowns. I've been doing DC breakdowns of other people's gameplay footage of them playing D&D. I want to do the same thing with mine. I want to do. I want to play and put a lot of stuff I'm saying into practice, and the mistakes I make, I want to highlight them, and the successes that I do, or the things I tell you guys that, like, hey, this works. I want you to see that too, and the goods and the bads, right? Are those words the goods anyway? But so many things I want to do, and this is a channel to let me do that. A lot of stuff on the algorithm on the main channel, I don't want to like throw out stuff like this because I'm just sitting here chit chatting with you guys. So this is gonna be more content for the people that want more stuff. And this campaign series, I'm going to make sure that the thumbnails, I haven't even made them yet, but the thumbnails are going to be very specific to show the categories, and I'll have playlists and stuff so you can see the whole thing. I am about to have a session 0, and I just wanted to check in with you guys before I had a session 0. Man, it's been a long time from COVID and all the quarantine stuff, playing in person. It has been far too long, so I am way too excited for this. But I have 4 players coming over. I am building the campaign around them. I purposefully have nothing. And I also have nothing because I'm too busy with a Kickstarter and monthly PDFs and other monthly PDFs and making videos and making 2 videos a week and a 1-year-old and wife and family and teaching and coaching. So anyway, I did not come into this campaign with a predetermined, like, this is my story. Here we go. You know, I didn't do that. I wanted to really be a blank slate. And that is, I've done a whole video on that on the main channel about how to do that. And this is me doing that. And I'm trying to document that process so you can see it. So all that I've been told so far, and this is kind of, we have a group chat going, is they're kind of like wanting nations at war type stuff, where they're like, you know, different nations from all around are kind of like Game of Thrones vibe type stuff. So political intrigue, maybe, I don't know, you know. So that's the kind of thing. The focus is on the kingdoms and the armies and things going around there. There you go. Magic. Lower magic. Magic's more heavily regulated by the governments and stuff. And if you have magic, you're going to get came down on. And if you do, or if you have magic, you could join the military. So that's kind of the view of magic. And that's kind of it as far as the theme of the campaign goes. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm down. So I'm coming to this session 0 with not much as far as like now I'm ready and I'm open and I have a bunch of ideas, and I'll throw in that creative juices where needed. And I do have a checklist that I'm going to go over here with you all in just a second. But just to show you all my session 0, like, this is what I have ready for a session 0 and what I would do for session 0s for this group, and it might be different a little bit for other groups. But anyway, yeah. Let's just get into it. So I'm about to have a session 0. They're going to come over to the house. I got to get the front room ready because this room is too tiny to play Dungeons and Dragons in. It would be cool though. But anyway, here is the list. All right. So names, classes, races, backgrounds, all this stuff. So really, this is just a checklist for me to make sure everyone has a character name. Everyone has a character name. We're going to make sure everybody has their class chosen. Off a frame here. What's happening? Let me get what? All right, there we go. See? Behind the scenes stuff. You get to see me shift around in my chair. So we're going to make sure everybody has the classes. They're going to get their races all dialed in, where their backgrounds are from. And when I say backgrounds are different from backstory. Backgrounds is mechanically like, what is your background? Like, what is your cool little thing that you're from, and what do you have, and all that kind of stuff. And your backstory is the actual literal story of, like, what happened to you and all this type of stuff, right? So background, I guess, would be more conceptual, and backstory is more involved. So, check this out. This is what I have for my players. I forgot to say this part. Check it out. Let me show you. We got a little packet that I had prepared. Oh God. We got a little packet prepared here. Okay. Page 1, character sheet. This is the my favorite type of character sheet. And then after that, let me say, the back side of that is the spells, right? And then you have your this is my favorite version of this, right? It has a bunch of different spots. Some of it are blank, has spots for what your character's appearance looks like. I'm probably gonna have them like write down things like that. And then I'll try and get some artists to draw it or something, or maybe I'll draw it. No, there's no way. I don't have the time. It's crazy. So allies and organizations, other groups and languages, items, backstory nuggets, different things about your personality and stuff there. Oh yeah. And then is the point by feat system. Here we go. Point by feat system printed out from my PDFs. Point by feat system. I have a whole video of that on my main channel. It's one of the most popular homebrews. We're all going to do the point by feat system. I gave them 8 points. And we rolled for stats using the DC method of rolling for stats. Again, I have a video on that. And yeah, the total was 72. So they roll for 5 stats. 46 dropped the lowest, and then that's what we're gonna be. This is all what I'm giving out to them. See, this is what I'm talking about. So they're going to roll 46, drop the lowest 5 times, and have 5 different stats. And then they're going to subtract that number from 72, and that is the 6th stat. So you're going to mathematically calculate the 6th stat so that when you add them all up, it equals 72. So you purposely leave that 6th stat blank so that you can equal whatever, fill in the blank of whatever it is to get 72. That was weird. It completely stopped. Where was I? I think I was talking about point by feat system. Yeah. So in the rolling for stats, I both have videos for both of that. Cool. And then this is the weapons system that I have the weapons for. So whenever they choose weapons, they have it right here. This is my Marshall PDF homebrew situation, but it's pretty much just polishing off the current rules as written. And this is from the player's handbook. Is armor, or I guess I use armor from my system. And then this chart is just your adventuring gear, and I gave them a certain amount of money, and they can go shopping, and like they can go buy whatever would make sense for them. And then on the back side of this thing are tools and languages that I added on there to the bottom. So it's all handy dandy stuff right here. Sneak peek spoiler situation is I am the next Kickstarter I'm working on after this one is a character creation thing. I want to give a bunch of resources and a bunch of super easy tools so that you can create a character in the easiest way possible, and you can literally give a player 1 or 2 pages or something, and they can make a character from the choices and step-by-step process that lists through there. Because man, whenever you have a dungeon master and you have a brand new group, it's a lot for one person to have to go around and teach all these new people. But if they had a very simple chart they could go through, that'd be awesome. So anyway, there we go. So we're going to go through all that type of stuff. Personality quick rolls. I have a personality chart, which I have another PDF. It's going to be on my website for personality quirks and traits, and I have everybody roll on that. And if they like it, they can use that. And if they don't like it, they get another re-roll. And if they don't like that, then come up with something yourself. But there's some cool little quirks and personality traits. We're going to pick minis. Then we're going to, I already talked about the point by feat system, so technically I should move that up here. Probably here. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, and then homebrew rules. The big 2 homebrew rules I'm going to have them choose between is we're either going to use my homebrew magic system or we're going to use the ECAC new armor system. One of the 2. I don't care which one. I want to use one of the 2 of them because I want to really, really push it and play test it further. So we'll see which one of those 2 of those that we use. Then we're going to get into nations. I told the players that they're going to create a nation. Again, this is nations at war, kingdoms in battle. So I was like, come up with some sort of general weird things about a kingdom or whatever, and that's going to be in the world. You don't have to be from there. You're not connected to it in any way. You don't have to. But that's a cool thing that I gave them, trying to empower them to create stuff in the world. Same thing with sidekicks. If you're going to be, and they've all decided to be from the military, they're all been recruited to the military in some way. They're going to be in the same platoon and all that kind of stuff. So that's nice as far as all of them coming together. And then, but we're still going to do some, I haven't come up with it yet. We're going to do some sort of role play stuff and some sort of backstory flashback stuff to show how they came to be together. But they're going to have sidekicks, and they're going to have some sort of other people that they're in the army with. So they're going to kind of create that. Brainstorm quest hooks. I have them, what types of things, like you're level 1, you're in the lobbies in the army, right? What types of things have you, what types of things have you heard that the other army people are doing. Like, they're going into this because there's a dragon attacking this kingdom over here, and then there's an infestation, or there's a cult activity to the south, and I don't know, right? I have no idea what they're going to say, but things they've heard of, whether they're true or not, which leads me to rumors. I like to give my players opportunities to say rumors. Like, what are some rumors your characters heard of? What are some rumors you think may or not be true about yourself, about other people, about people in your platoon, about so I just wanted to throw that out there. And this also gives me a little bit of ammo as far as the Dungeon Master goes, because I'm about to be creating this world, and I want to see what they're interested in, see what kind of stuff pops into their mind, and then I'm going to take it and run with it. So there is the pre-session 0. I'll film another video on how the session 0 goes, and then like all the behind the scenes stuff of how it's going. I'll probably have an update video on the campaign. I'll do like a epilogue of like the stage, setting the stage for it. So there'll be a video for, this is the four characters, the world setting, here it is. So now you can watch a video and understand what's happening. And this is how I'm building it and doing it from scratch with you guys. So there you go. Appreciate it. I mean, it feels weird to ask to subscribe again, because like I don't ask to subscribe anymore on my main channel, but that's because we hit 10,000 and there's like threshold markers that happen at 10,000. And there's some things that I can't do until you hit 1,000 and other stuff like that. So subscribe, and that will help out. And until next time, stay creative and think outside the box. Peace.